Yes. Also, I wanted to remind you this platform that I'm using is called HAPS, HAPPS TV. I'm going to have a link in my detailed description at the end of this broadcast. Those of you that have businesses that want to stream live and you want to be able to conveniently stream live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, um, LinkedIn, or whatever have you, it's a wonderful platform to use, and it's easy and it's free. Yes, it is. It's absolutely free. I think you'll love it. Yes, I know people use the a couple of other competitors, but you have to pay $20 and $25 a month for it. You don't. Nah, I'm gonna just do this one. This is just as good. You get your content out there, and people will listen and will still support you. This is an excellent platform. It's called HAPS, HAPPS. I'll have the description. And those of you that decide that you want to have your own HAPS TV platform, you click my link within my description that says HAPS. And then you can go ahead and set it up. It's very easy to do. And then you're on your way and you can start doing your lives. Other than that, I'm back here again, like I said, Friday Night Treats with Tina. And of course, this is the holiday season, and I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving holiday. Be safe, stay healthy, and all of that stuff, and make whatever private decisions that you and your family may need to make in regards to gathering with people, friends, and family. Yes, indeed. So, other than that, I have the taste for some lasagna this week. And this is going to be keto lasagna, which means minus the noodles. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start with I already I already pre-prepped the ingredients for you, and I have the ingredients and the recipe in the description after this broadcast. Give me about an hour after the broadcast and everything, because I'll upload it to the different platforms. I already made my zucchini small. I use my mandolin. That's going to be the bottom of the tray. Let me get this my dish. And also, don't forget to order my swag. I have beautiful swag, Tina the Keto Coach, and Get Your Life Back. Get Your Life Back t-shirt is excellent. Plain, simple t-shirt you can go wear around the house or in the gym, or just wear in public if you like. It's wonderful. It's great. And also, I just wanted to thank you all for your continued support on my platforms and listening to me and sharing me with your friends, family, colleagues, co-workers, business associates. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really do. And I love helping people get their life back with this keto and carnivore lifestyle. Yes, I do. So first off, I'm going to show you how I went on and cut my zucchini. I just take the ends off first. And I have a great mandolin here. I love this thing. I think it's so excellent. Take this part off. I got this from that MLM company called Pampered Chef. It's excellent. I know it's almost 15 years old. And let me go ahead and put this plate back under here. Get rid of these ends. And what I did was went on and just, and you got to be careful with this thing because it's extremely sharp. Yes, it will get you. I love this. It's so quick and easy. Look at this. Paper thin. Love that thickness. Perfect. And what you have to do with zucchini and even eggplant, when you're making recipes like lasagna, you have to put some salt over them and soak them in water, because they are high water content vegetables, which is cool. So I'm putting this back on so I won't cut myself. Yep, I think I'm finished. It does every bit of the zucchini. I love this device. I'm gonna put this over on the side. Love this thing. And what you want to do, see this? I'll show you here, my Instagram people. See how thin and pretty? See how thin and pretty that zucchini came out? What I'm going to do is take some salt. and put some on the side here. Let me grab another plate. Be right back. Or bowl. Put this on the side. Usually I put this in the strainer and put more salt on it and go ahead and let the water come out. You'd be surprised. A lot of water comes out of this zucchini, you know. And sometimes I've made it without doing it, and sometimes it may make the bottom of the lasagna a little watery, but it's still delicious as far as the way I season it. So you see how that looks. See how that looks. After a while, it will look like this. This is some of the water that's out. I did these earlier. See that? And if you want to, you can also even put these in a dehydrator a little bit. Only thing about that, if the moisture content from the meat and stuff might reactivate it and it's still watery. But either way, this lasagna, I love it and it tastes good. It is thebomb.com, as they say. So I'm going to put this back in here. Since I've already prepared this, throw this plate on the side. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to line my lasagna, not listen to me, lasagna, my zucchini at the bottom of my dish. Go ahead and do that. Don't have to be perfect. Not at all. And you can see the water in here. See that? You can see it. It comes out. I would pat it dry, but that's not really necessary to do all of that. This will be perfectly fine. And I usually just do 2 layers, and I do the other parts with the meat and the cheeses and all of that stuff. And you'll see how I'm going to do that. It is excellent. I love this. This is the perfect Friday night treat and weekend go-to meal prep. And you get all your veggies. See that? That's how I line the bottom of this pan with the zucchini. Not a whole lot. No big deal. And the next, I'm going to go ahead and add, I already pre-cooked, it's spinach and mushroom. So you can take a look at that. Yeah, you do still eat vegetables when you're on keto. Now with me, for a couple of months, I've been mostly carnivore. So I'm going to re-implement some vegetables back in to my lifestyle and still make sure I eat enough fats. That's one thing I'm noticing people that try to do it on their own without doing the research is you're not eating enough fat. And it's okay to eat the fat. It's perfectly healthy for you despite what we've all been taught. The trick is do not add carbohydrates and sugar. And be mindful of the things that you purchase in the store that says keto. Some things are okay. But usually when you read the ingredients, if you see hydrogenated or hydrolyzed or you see something like that, no. Nope. Mm-mm. You're going to have to make it and cook it yourself. No question. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, take the rest of this. And of course, you know, I already made one earlier for you because this one won't be ready. And I know everybody busy. It's the holiday season. You don't have time to be waiting around to watch me cook this. And I just stick it in the oven once I'm finished. Get me a spatula. One of my baby spatulas. You know, I love this thing and because I don't like to waste any food. And when I made this zucchini, it's frozen. I'm sorry, frozen spinach. When I made this, I still seasoned it with some garlic and herb seasoning, and onion and herb seasoning, some Italian seasoning, and some like garlicky salt. The one with the red top I love. I can't say who the name of this is, but you all see it in the grocery store in the international section. Still seasoned it with that as it's cooking. And you know, spinach also can be a tad watery. And sometimes, if you like, you can squeeze the water out or whatever have you. I'm going to take another layer of the zucchini and lay that on. See how I spread out the spinach here? You see it? But I'm going to add the zucchini to this. Spread that out. And when you cut the zucchini and on your mandolin, you're gonna have probably a lot left over. Just it's okay to freeze, but try to use it within the next few days. Because after a while it doesn't come out right. And I might make some and put it in my dehydrator and make some zucchini chips. Season them real good with the garlic seasoning and throw them on in there. I gotta show you all that one day how I do that. Okay. Got this done. See the bottom of that with the zucchini on top again. The next is the star of the show, as far as I'm concerned, is the meat. I already pre-cooked the meat. And what this is, it's I don't use the tomato sauce that comes in the jar, in the glass jar, because they have a lot of added sugars and stuff in it. Believe it or not, the cheap tomato sauce in the cans, that's the store brand, is the one that I prefer, because they don't have the added sugar. Now, tomatoes are a fruit, not a vegetable, and they do have their own sugars in there, but that's okay. And like, this is Friday Night Treats with Tina, so perfectly fine. So what I did, I had 2 cans of I think the 16 ounce, 15 ounce cans of the store-bought canned tomato sauce, and 1 can of the Italian style diced tomatoes. And see how that looks? Looks delicious, huh? I'm going to put this in here. And still season the meat good with the garlic seasoning and the onion seasoning and the Italian seasoning and some of that garlic salt from that particular company that you can get in the international aisles. I like that particular seasoning because it doesn't have added sugar. Watch your seasonings too, because a lot of seasonings will have added sugars, and that's what we don't need. You can eat all the fat you want, have all the good animal fat, which means the pork, the beef, the lamb, and the coconut oil and the olive oil is good too. But don't stir fry, don't cook your meat in canola oil, vegetable oil, or corn oil. No seed oils, none of that whatsoever. That's hard on your arteries. But the animal fat, perfectly good. Perfectly fine. Keeps you young. And that's right, this month I'll have a birthday. I'm not saying how old I'll be, but I'm up there. Very proud of that. It's a blessing. I see it as a blessing. I'm going to add this meat. And I even save some of the oil that's in the meat. That's not a problem for me. It gives it flavor. And I use the mild Italian sausage, and I use the 80/20 ground beef. In the packages, it don't have to be anything fancy. A lot of us are on a budget, and we can't necessarily have or get, even if it's available, organic or grass-fed meats. Don't let that stop you. Still start this program, because it will still benefit your health and your life. That is for sure. Okay, so I'm going to smooth this out. Smoothing it out. This is going to be so good. Of course, I tasted the meat earlier. It's delicious. The combination of that mild Italian sausage and the 80/20 ground beef. So I'll see if I can try to show you. See that? See that? Doesn't it look fabulous? The next thing I want to add is the ricotta cheese. Now, as far as my cheeses, I make sure I use full fat, none of that skim milk stuff. I use full, unadulterated fat. And in my ricotta cheese, this is whole milk, full fat cheese. And what I do with the ricotta, Of course, season it. I add, if it's a large can, since I made 2 batches of this size container, I use 2 eggs instead. When I use my 2 eggs, I put some Italian seasoning, some a little bit of adobo. Let me put a little bit more because I don't think I put enough. Put a little bit of this in here. Some of this garlic and herb seasoning, and this onion and herb seasoning I put in here also. Looks like I might have some left over. Oh, and this smells so good. And the egg gives it more body and it makes it stand. So I'm not going to put a layer. I'm just putting this ricotta mixture right on top of this. Oh, this stuff is so good. Love it. This is so delicious. That time of the year, all you want to do is Netflix, blanket, and chill with a nice meal. I love sitting in my little family room, watching my TV with my hubby and everything, and we watch all these different shows. And guess what? I like sci-fi. We watch those types of things and some action movies, and I still like my rom-coms and everything like that too. So, all right. I just put the ricotta cheese here. I'm gonna put this on the side. This is definitely not, the rest of this is not going to waste. This will be used. That is for sure. See how that looks with the ricotta? And next I'm going to go ahead and use this Italian style blend cheese. Sprinkle some on top. And I call it my messy lasagna because when you put the vegetables, like the water content of the vegetables, when you cut it, will make it a little messy, but that's okay. This is absolutely delicious. It tastes like authentic, Italian, American-made lasagna. Love it. Take some of that. And I'm going to put some mozzarella on top. Just sprinkle some in a little bit. This is going to be delicious. Oh my goodness. Let me press this a little bit. See that? See that? Isn't that wonderful? Oh my. I'm looking so forward to diving into it. Let me go ahead and stick this in the oven. Are you looking forward to it? Wish you all were here. I'd give you some. You know me. And some of you that know me know I love to feed people and help people and stuff. You know I love y'all. Here. Let me put this over here in the oven. And through the magic of television, internet, and platforms, guess what? I have one right here. And see, my cheese is a little like pizza brown, but that's okay. I love that. I'm going to cut a slice. Let's see how it looks in here. I'm a little nervous because I don't know how exactly this might turn out. Oh, wow. Nice and thick, the cheese on this. It's cut, and what I like to do is take a little fork. Let's see how this is going to be looking. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? Look at that. Make sure y'all can see that. Look at that. Let's taste. You see the zucchini and the spinach, the meat, and look at all of that cheese I put in there. Look at that. Come on over. You love it. And don't forget, season every layer before you layer. Mmm. This is absolutely divine. This is so good. And I love ricotta cheese. See that? Mmm. And thanks to the big C that we've all been experienced for almost 2 years, I've taken much pleasure in preferring to cook. This is so like going to a restaurant. Love it. And I know whose hands been cooking it, and my hands are clean, and what's in it. And that's made such a difference in my weight loss, in healing my body of the diabetes. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian. I'm just speaking from my own experience. And those of you that are interested in being my clients for coaching, the first thing I want you to do is go to your doctors and get all your work done and let them know what it is you plan on doing and what you like to pursue for your health. More doctors are starting to be on board with it because they're seeing the benefits for their patients. And everything is so opposite than what we've been taught. As far as before, it's like, don't eat fat, watch the fat, gotta watch the calories. Whereas this, eat fat and animal fat to boot. And don't worry about calories, but stay away from sugar and simple carbohydrates. That's all you have to do. But to eat stuff like this that's full fat and yummy, that helps your body process and metabolize and use food as fuel and energy, which is what it was meant to do for us anyway. And to also help your body utilize and get all the nutrients that it needs to sustain itself. Beautiful. Like I say, we're not here forever, but at least we can do is create a better quality of life for all of us. That's all we can do. Have more energy. And I don't mind saying on the 15th, I'll be 56. I'm proud of that. And no inflammation in the body. I'm one of those people when I have ladies when I'm out, they'll ask, do you have an aspirin or something or Tylenol? No. Like, really? You don't? No, I barely even get a headache. And that's a blessing. And a lot of that I know has to do with me following the ketogenic lifestyle. I hate the word diet, and the carnivore lifestyle. Mm. And not only can you eat the fat, but please remember, make sure you're eating enough. You don't have to minimize. Make sure you are eating enough food. Sometimes people making the mistake of either they're not eating enough or they're eating. Sometimes some people's bodies, you can have, especially if you're a woman, maybe too much protein. Make sure you have enough fat with that. Like, for example, if I have a piece of steak, I may have a tablespoon of butter with it or something, or some kind of fat that I can mix with that or eat with that, like as a topping or spread with that. But you gotta balance that out. And yeah, have your vegetables, your avocados, but only your cruciferous vegetables, which are only your Brussels sprouts, your greens, cabbage, broccoli, asparagus, things of that sort. Do not eat corn. Do not eat carrots. None of that. If you do it, little strings sparingly. You're not supposed to have that because that can kick you out of ketosis, and your body will stop using the fat and its own fat to burn. It'll start to look for carbohydrate and sugar instead, and you do not want that. Definitely you don't want that. But other than that, I tell people before you even start, make sure you do the research. I love listening to Dr. Ken Berry. I love listening to Stephanie Keto Person. I love those two specifically. And you'll learn a lot, and you get to know your own body because everybody's body is different. Everybody's body will do something a little different. Like I have to watch specifically certain things I eat because my body is very hypersensitive. And that's the thing about it. Oh, thank you all. I see you all giving me hearts out there. Thank you. I love you too. Too bad I'm too far away. I can't really type on the keyboard to respond back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm. As I eat this wonderful lasagna, and I was thinking about having guests on this show, but of course the big C put out another variable, so I'm like everybody's concerned about that. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't wait till we all get back to normal. I kind of miss being around and being with people, although I am distantly and I wear my mask and all of that stuff, yada yada. But it's still very different. Still very different. So, other than that, thank you all for watching. I love you all dearly. Mm, excuse me. Delicious. Mm. Please share, make comments. And those of you who are commented, thank you so much. Love you all. Mwah. Love it, love it, love it. Um, Make sure you go to HAPS if you're a business owner or want to start, if you're a musician or artist, if you want to have a great platform where you can add other platforms to it in one simplified way and it's free, go to HAPS. And I, like I said, I'll put in the comments after a while that you'll see a link that you can click my HAPS and you can go ahead and sign up and get it, and it's absolutely free for your business or your platform or whatever you want to do when you want to stream and do lives, even for your business. Yes, it is. And also, don't forget to go to, I have a link to, you can purchase my swag. No one's purchased anything yet. Hey, I'm wide open. I don't mind saying. Help me out. That would be great. I really, really, really would appreciate it. And other than that, this has been Tina, the Keto Coach, with Friday Night Treats with Tina. I'll be back next week. And then after that, of course, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, I won't be here. But just to let you know, thank you so much. I love, love, love you all dearly. Feel free to contact me if you're interested in coaching at the beginning of the year. And I'm signing out. This has been Tina, the Keto Coach, with Friday Night Treats with Tina. Thank you so much.